we want to get some perspective. Dr. Jane Morgan, Executive Director of Piedmont Health in Atlanta, is taking the time now to speak with us and give us a little advice, give us a little perspective on the cold and the potential dangers to your health. Dr. Morgan, first off, how dangerous can wind chills be if they get down to 30 degrees below zero?
Hi, Chris. I'm glad I'm here and you're there because it is cold and it really is dangerous. The colder the weather, the more dangerous it is, and certainly layers are important. And when you're getting down below 32 degrees, which is freezing, and what I'm hearing is this is going to be a wind chill factor of minus 30, so a good 62 degrees less than freezing temperatures, where we have some degree of comfort and ability of survivability is quite concerning. Make certain that everyone, if you're out there, dress in layers. That bottom layer needs to be an anti-water resistant layer, something that draws water away from your body. The second layer needs to be a thermal layer. Make certain your outer layer is waterproof, water resistant, and layers are important. Stay hydrated, drink warm liquids over cold liquids, and alcohol is probably not a good idea. Although people will be partaking in alcohol, it can impair your judgment.
And Dr. Moore, that's what I want to get to right now is the fact if you consume alcohol, you're not necessarily aware of your senses maybe as you would if you had a cup of coffee. So with that, there's subtle differences in the weather. There's a little bit more cloud cover. Now it feels colder. The wind is coming on this cheek. It's coming from this direction, Dr. Morgan, so it's hitting my right cheek. Feels considerably colder than this one. What are the warning signs that I should be looking out for and paying attention to if I were to be going to the game and standing outside for hours?
Listen, the part of your body that loses heat most rapidly is your head. So we want everyone to make certain that you have head cover. I often see people outdoors in big coats, but without head cover. This is where you're actually losing the most heat. So be certain that you cover your head. Your hands and your feet as well are most susceptible to frostbite with freezing of the skin and the tissue underneath. And then all of your internal organs in your torso need to be protected with those layers, with those vests. And make certain that if you are starting to lose some degree of judgment, and you will not be aware of that, someone may be aware of that. If you have a friend who seems to be more in a stupor or losing the ability for good judgment, get them inside where it is warm, where it is dry, and make certain that you give them warm liquids as well, and call emergency if you need to.
All right, Dr. Jane Morgan, thank you so much, Executive Director of Piedmont Health in Atlanta. We appreciate your time and your perspective and some great points. I think the thing to remember here is you got to watch out for each other. The unusual behavior, but you know what? This is an NFL wild card playoff game tonight. Likely to be a lot of unusual behavior, so this is when it's going to be important, really important, to pay attention, really watch out for one another.